people? Welcome to another episode of Bethel Brothers Hot Rod, Project 69. I'm knocking down some of the fiberglass with a grinder, trying to get it straighter so I can fill up the gaps. See this big gap I got going on right here? So it'll plane with the truck. I want it all to plane and kind of match the similar detail as the sides. Using a styrofoam block, you can pay a lot of money for these straight edges, but I don't like spending money. I'm cheap. And it knocks it down just as well as anything else. In fact, that's how I got the other side done. You can use a piece of wood, doesn't really matter, but that's how I got this side so smooth. I need to work on it a little bit more. That's why I use the grinder on this stuff, just to knock it down, because it's so thick and beef, and sometimes when you're laying it down, you'll get these little voids, and if you don't knock them out, your stuff won't stick. I'll just show you what I mean. Prepared to ruin camera. Kind of worn out flap disc. You can put a new one on it, but man, it eats through it pretty fast. So I'll just show you. Next thing you want to do is use a wet rag and wipe down all the dust, because you leave this dust in there and the new stuff will never stick. So you get it clean. Just gotta wash it. Wipe all that dust off. It gives you a new foundation to mess with. Plus it makes it easier to see your low spots and junk. Just clean it off. That's why bodywork sucks. You spend money to put money on it, then you grind it all off, and you'll get more money, so you can buy more to take it off. That's why I hate bodywork, man. Half your stuff ends up on the floor. Douche. One giant leap for my wallet. Anyway, get off the moon, and there's a lot of work to do under there. Lumpy, lumpy, lumpy. And I got 4 cans of the stuff, so hopefully that'll be enough. We'll see. Alright, so when you're looking at this mess, sometimes it's hard to see where your low points are. That's why I keep grabbing this piece of square stock. See that low point right there? I'm marking it. That way, while I'm trying to lay this stuff down, I can see where the low points are. They become very obvious. Whoosh. Get it? You get what I'm laying down to you? That way you don't waste a bunch of time trying to figure out what's high, what's low. Looks like I'm kind of high right there, man. But it helps you out. I don't know if it helps you out. It helps me out for making further mistakes. So there's your little tip. in your trick. There's something else I can show you too. Sometimes these body fillers sit on the shelf for a long time, so you put them upside down and it helps remix it. Otherwise all the junk falls to the bottom. You got to stir. You still got to stir it doing this, but it helps, you know, after it's sat for a long time and you get the loose liquid stuff on the top, it helps remix the heavies into the lights. So there's a good tip and a trick. Maybe it helps you, maybe it don't. I don't know. Don't really care. Got a lot to lay. So I just get back from taking a break, and on Facebook, Muck Jump was saying my picture that I took sitting by this looked like I was real enthusiastic. And he's right. I mean, I keep showing these episodes of me doing the fiberglass over and over again, and it's really time consuming. These videos go by in 5 minutes, when in reality, each time I film something like this, it takes all day. And at times when I look at all the other stuff that I have to do, it can get really overwhelming. Like, dude, I'm never going to be finished. Gotta trim that, fix a dent in the hood, put another torque converter in, drop the tranny again, hook up all the electrical, all the lines, the gas lines, brake lines. Oh my god, new light covers. But if you attack it little by little, eventually your goal gets a little closer and closer. It seems like it takes forever, but if you don't give up, you'll get it done. This side I really smoothed out. I didn't put as much hardener in it so I could get a smoother surface, and then I'm going to finish it out with the bondo jelly. And then whatever the jelly doesn't clean up, I'll use the thin filler for. But the bondo glass with strands of hair is what I'm using for the optimal strength. But right now I'm getting close, and on this side I've got a lot of it sanded down using my sturdy piece of foam and some 60 grit. I think it is 60 grit. I keep laying this down. I'm so damn close that I'm kind of bumping into it, so I got a little too far on one side. The underneath needs quite a bit of work. It's low and choppy. Low and choppy. It's kind of hard to get under there. A lot of the fiberglass just falls off. So I'm going to try not to be discouraged and keep going. Maybe change some sandpaper. I don't know. I'm going to get this closer, and maybe the other side too, so I can really look at it, so I'm not wasting material. Each time I sand it, penny. It adds up. Restoring cars is not cheap. It could turn into big stuff. You know me. I like it on the cheap, baby. Okay. Got a ton of sanding done. And this is really close. There's a lump right here on the outside edge I'm going to have to spend more time on. But it's really smooth now. When I wipe it, you can see these white spots. Those are all the low spots. That's where the lighter filler comes in. But it's getting really close. I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but the body line's coming together. Then you throw a little paint over it, maybe it'll help you see it. The white Kills primer makes it jump a little bit more and kind of see. Now this is by no means a finished product, but I'm just saying that my lines are getting sharper. It's getting closer to the end. Go on the other side, go on the other side. This took a lot of time to sand all this. Everywhere that's brown needs more, so I gotta build it up a little bit. But this side's also really close too, except for the bottom. The bottom is ugly. But I'm a lot closer, and this stuff I'm just gonna finish. I'm not gonna add any more of the hairy stuff. Even though that is the bondo hair, it does sand really smooth. A person could be happy with that, I guess. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time in the corners. It's gonna take forever. I have to get a stick Anyway, I got a lot of junk I got to do before I go to work, so this is probably going to do it for this episode. Okay, people. It's going to do it for today's episode. I got to clean up the floor, pack my lunch, go get gas, clean out my bags, all kinds of junk. Call my grandma. Just ain't got enough time. And it's hot. So thanks for tuning in and watching Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Peace out, babies. I'm dirty. I need a shower. You probably do too. Yeah, you smell funny. Go take a shower. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it.